Gators on the scene, the passenger jet coming in for a landing, crashing through the fence, finally stopping just feet from the icy waters, the emergency evacuation, fuel leaking. Also the deadly accidents, some drivers stranded on the highway for 16 hours. From Boston tonight, an unforgettable day in court, the video moments after the bombs went off.
Get her out of here.
The heroic rescuers, the officer who saves a 3-year-old boy. The American ambassador attacked overseas, the images now, and the moment the man with the knife is wrestled to the ground. The superbug warnings tonight, patients at 2 separate hospitals warned they might have been exposed. And the dancing skeletons, watched by more than 50 million tonight. The stunned faces, the 2 sisters. And this was hardly the only reveal.
From ABC News World Headquarters, this is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and we begin this Thursday night with dangerous and deadly storm coverage on the roads and on the tarmac. Tonight, the NTSB on the scene here in New York after a Delta passenger jet making a landing could not stop on a very slick runway. Crashing through that fence, the nose of the plane breaking right through, coming to a halt just feet from the icy water. This image taken by a passenger inside the plane looking out there, how close they came to the water. Moments later, the crew with fuel leaking getting passengers off that plane, coming down the wings, standing out in the snow. There were also deadly accidents today, drivers stranded for miles, some up to 16 hours. We do have team coverage tonight, and we'll get to it all in just a moment. But first, ABC's Wjla Benitez on the scene at LaGuardia Airport here in New York.
Tower, you have an aircraft off 3-1 on the North Vehicle Service Road. Please advise crash rescue. LaGuardia Airport is closed at this time.
Close calls don't come much closer than this. That Delta plane from Atlanta with 132 people on board crashing right through a fence off LaGuardia's runway, a few feet from those icy waters.
I just survived this.
Passengers scrambling to get out, the emergency chutes not deployed, people having to slide off the plane's wing to safety, the other wing damaged and leaking fuel. From inside the plane, passengers could see the bay, too close for comfort.
When I looked out the window, the left wing was gliding across the fence that was holding the water back.
When did you realize something was wrong?
As soon as we hit the ground, it was going way too fast to be landing.
The harrowing landing began at LaGuardia this morning at 11:05 with freezing fog and snow touching down but skidding seconds later. The plane veering left, driving over a snowbank and slamming into the barrier.
And in the distance, you can see the nose of that plane right there through the fence. And from this vantage point, you can just see how much water that plane missed.
Just minutes before the terrifying skid, 2 planes landed, reporting they had no problems braking on a runway that had just been plowed.
One of the puzzling elements here is why the airplane veered off the runway when they still had quite a bit of runway ahead of them. And that would indicate that maybe another malfunction took place that we haven't considered.
More than 24 people suffered minor injuries. 5 people, like this man,
Are you okay?
carried off to the hospital on stretchers. None of the injuries life-threatening. The runway shut down for most of the afternoon as the cleanup and the investigation begin.
And Wjla Benitez with us live now from LaGuardia Airport. Gio, you reported there that a couple of planes had landed just before this plane?
That's right, David. Those 2 planes landing safely in those same bad conditions, and that's why investigators are here right now to piece this all together.
That kind of landing is what so many passengers worry about. Gio, thank you. And meanwhile, tonight, the winter blast setting off a ripple effect of misery for air travelers. More than 6,000 flights canceled in just 48 hours. These passengers turning seats into a makeshift bed at the airport in Nashville. ABC's David Curley covers aviation for us.
They keep piling it up, not just the snow, but cancellations too.
The 1 o'clock was canceled, the 3 o'clock was canceled.
Throughout the day, the red letters on the schedule board became more numerous. More than 4,600 flights today alone canceled.
I get here and they met me at the door and said all of the American Airlines flights are canceled.
And if this feels like deja vu, it is. In the past 2 weeks, more than 21,000 flights have been canceled, leaving passengers stranded. Last night in Dallas, on cots. In D.C.,
probably going to be spending the night here tonight.
And it's not just in the air. The rails saw delays and cancellations. This was the scene outside the train from Boston to New York today. For some, the quickest way to travel. With the snow slowing tonight, jets are getting in and out of airports, but it will take at least another day to get rid of all the backlog of canceled flights.
David Curley with us as well. David, thank you. And from the misery at the airports to the dangerous day on American roads, up to 2 feet of snow in some places. And look at this tonight. The new image from NASA this evening, a band of white from the deep south all the way up to New England. Scenes like this in St. Louis playing out across the country. Wow, cars spinning out on that exit ramp. In Bowling Green, Kentucky, a brigade of snowplows, behind them, commuters, thankful. And on I-65 south of Louisville, gridlock drivers stranded. Tonight, we've learned for more than 16 hours, some of them. ABC's Alex Perez right there in Kentucky tonight.
Every driver's nightmare, heavy snow causing a 20-mile-long backup along I-65 in Kentucky. Passengers stranded hours. Some, like this mom, forced to spend most of the night in the car with her son.
Thankfully, the truck driver ahead of us brought us water so we could make bottles.
Parts of Kentucky slammed with more than 2 feet of snow. The National Guard called in to help stranded drivers get to food and warming shelters.
It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and some of these vehicles have been here for about 16 hours. If you look, the line goes as far as the eye can see.
It's frustrating because you don't know when it's going to end.
The weather woes, all part of a massive storm system causing problems from Dallas to New England. Just outside Birmingham, Alabama tonight, crews responding to a 14-car crash on I-459. In Rhode Island, one vehicle sliding into another. One driver knocked down, taken to the hospital. Back in Kentucky, a convoy of plow trucks working to clear I-65 and get cars moving again.
And authorities are hoping to have all of those stranded drivers and their cars out of the way by sometime tonight. Here in Louisville, they are preparing for another blast of bitter cold, expected to be record-breaking cold tomorrow. David?
All right, let's get more on that cold. Meteorologist Rob Marciano is in Philadelphia tonight with the storm track and more on the cold moving in next. Rob?
Good evening, David. The snow beginning to taper off here in Philadelphia. Believe it or not, this city was in a snowfall deficit until today, and folks here making up for it by sledding down the rocky steps. All right, the back edge of the precip is now sliding through Philadelphia back through Richmond, Virginia, and really by 10 o'clock tonight, it'll all be off the coast. And by that time, we'll see about 7 inches for snowfall total in New York, over 5 here in Philadelphia, and about 5 in Washington, D.C. And then, of course, the big story is the colder air that's going to be pouring in behind this. Places like Lexington that had, outside of Lexington, over 2 feet of snow, -1 in the morning. That's not a wind chill. Actual temperature, 8 degrees in Memphis, bitterly cold, but there's light at the end of the tunnel. Some of those areas will be in the 40s, even in 50s in Dallas by the time Sunday rolls around. That will feel good, David.
We will take the relief eventually. Rob Marciano, our thanks to you. And one more image from the roadways before we move on tonight. A deadly crash on a rural highway in Washington state. That truck there veering into oncoming traffic, colliding with a car and a school bus full of children. At least 43 students taken to the hospital. The driver of that car killed. State troopers believe the driver of the truck may have veered into oncoming traffic due to fatigue. The investigation underway tonight. Now to the Boston bombing trial and a dramatic day in court. The video from moments after the bombings and the heroism. The rescuers, including a police officer who saved a 3-year-old. The suspect, Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, watching it all in court. Among the victims, a young woman with a message for the accused bomber being read by so many tonight. ABC's chief investigative correspondent Brian Ross with the interview.
Witnesses today described a horrific scene, like a zombie movie. One man saying the smoky air smelled like the 4th of July. The chaos and the carnage in the aftermath here caught on tape by a wounded spectator.
Get her out of here.
Frantic emergency workers try to treat the most seriously injured first. Today, the jury also heard from this Boston police officer who rescued a 3-year-old boy, from a man who lost both legs, carried off by a stranger in a cowboy hat, and from Bill Richard, whose family watched the marathon just steps away from Tsarnaev and the backpack bomb. His 8-year-old son Martin was killed. His 7-year-old daughter Jane lost her leg. A somber parade of victims in court, 10 in all. And as each took the stand, Tsarnaev looked down and tried to avoid making eye contact.
I mean, he's destroyed lives.
What do you say about the fact that he could not look you in the eye?
I just don't think that he can face what he did. Either that or he doesn't care.
27-year-old Rebecca Gregory is one of those who lost a leg.
Her leg is very bad.
This is her on the ground moments after the blast. After her testimony, she posted a letter on Facebook to Tsarnaev that's gone viral. "You are a coward," she wrote. Gregory went through some 40 surgeries and told us Tsarnaev was always in her nightmares until she was able to stare him down from the witness stand.
He really was somebody I was afraid of, yeah. In a lot of ways.
And now?
And now I've kind of taken that back, and I don't have that fear anymore, because I looked at what tried to destroy me, and I've come out stronger because of it.
Incredible bravery. Brian Ross with us now from Boston. Brian, as you know, I was there in Boston as well this morning for that conversation with so many members of the community. They were very honest about how difficult these last 48 hours have been, given the beginning of this trial.
That's right, David. This is all about seeing justice be done for the victims, however. The courtrooms are packed. There's a special room they can watch on closed-circuit TV. For some, the emotions are just too powerful, and others just can't stand to be in the same room with Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. David.
All right, Brian Ross with us from Boston again tonight. Brian, thank you. Now to Ferguson, Missouri tonight, and the family of Michael Brown now saying they plan to sue. They will file a civil suit against the